Hello, hello, this is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com, bringing you another edition of Keeping Modern Janky, playing my mono green Final Fantasy deck, where we're looking to Landfall, mono green Landfall is what I should call it, with Final Fantasy cards. I think we want to probably just I think we want a delighted halfling. We don't have any way to really take advantage of hardened scales yet. Oh, some Tron. Yep. Lotus Cobra. Alright, so we can just play the Snakeskin Veil, or the Hardened Scales, I mean. Or we can try to get down this Tifa Lockhart in order to start pressuring our opponent's life total, but I still don't know if that's the right play. Alright, we're going to wait. I'm not sure why, necessarily, but I feel like we should wait. Urza Saga. Alright, another Eldrazi deck. And these things are so popular. See what we draw. Alright, well that was a good reason to wait, I suppose. Alright, I mean, we're doing it. We're slowly assembling a board. So what we can then, what we can do is, if we find a fetch land, we can go ahead and Snakeskin Veil on the Tifa to make it into a 2/3, grow it to a 4, then an 8. It's got trample. And depending on what our opponent does, we can attack through these constructs pretty effectively. 4 mana. Thought Not Seer. And if we draw a land and they don't take this, we can collect a company. If we, yeah. Alright, I assume this is a Thought Not Seer. What else is 4 mana? Kozilek's Command. We will give it protection. That's why we play that main deck. Give us a land. Land would be great. Fetch land? Fetch land. Hey, it is a Boseiju. So what's better? If we Boseiju and get rid of this, I don't know. Land, because we can collect a company. I think we're just going to go for the pressure here. Do we have any synergies here that, with collected company, that would grow anything? Opponent's probably going to take their beats here and then use this to ramp into something. I don't know. This is a little bit of a tougher spot. Because we could have Beseju'd there, away their Urza Saga, and stopped some of the nonsense. Or just gotten rid of one of the... What we're kind of hoping for is that whatever their big payoff spell is, that our collected company will find us the answer that will punch through the final damage to kill them. That's the risk we're taking here. But I mean, it's not a bad risk. We have a lot of hits off collected company. So if they go for like... I just got an expedition map. Okay, so now they're going to go for Tron. So if they go get an Ugin, we'll float the mana. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be close. Hopefully they don't have like a Emrakul. It's an Emrakul. Alright, well Emrakul is not per se lethal. It's not what we wanted to see, but it's not necessarily the end of the world yet. Alright, I mean this is kind of the game. So opponent can attack and kill one of our things, right? Kill the 3/4, but they're still dead on board, I think. Especially if we just find a land. Swing in with that, block. I think a land still is enough. Yep. You got us, homie. You got us. So they're taking 3 right now. You just really want to land on top. This is the game right here. Do we see a land? It is a land. Alright. So we will put that on the stack. Alright, so right now they're going to block here and here and take 5. So I think we need to pump some more. And they scoop it up. Yep, I mean that's enough, right? That's that's what we came to do through an Emrakul. I mean, what a beautiful... Yeah, these decks that don't play a lot of interaction, like Eldrazi, are a bit vulnerable to other decks that can just go bigger and faster. We went big and wide that time. So again, Force of Vigors are kind of like a hit or miss card for us. They're in blue or black though. I wonder if we want to bring in Veil of Summers. I don't know. We'll take out... I mean, honestly, just do it like this. Another Eldrazi deck. Alright, bunch of Field of Ruins. That could be good for us. Lotus Cobra, also not bad. If the lighted halfling means we should be fast enough with the Field of Ruin to at least slow them down if they don't have an answer. If they do have an answer and they continue making land drops like that, we'll be in trouble, but well, for now we're just going to attack their lands. Okay, well, I mean, there's blue, so maybe that's a cool. That's from Phyrexian. Nothing like your opponent keeping natural Tron, opening 7 with Tron. Just natural Tron, it's fine. Yeah. Gonna get rid of our halfling. It's done its job. It does slow us down a little bit. We could have gone, well, I don't even know if it does, but we would like a payoff. No more lands. Alright, well, the bird is not the worst thing in the world. I mean, next turn, honestly, we're just going to pass and then Collected Company, I think. And then we can see what happens with what we find for all these fetch lands. More Urza lands. Unless we find a Field of Ruin. Bristly Bill. So we can go 1-2 Bristly Bill. I think we're just going to hold up Collected Company mana. Opponent's playing blue though, so they could easily have a counterspell, but if that's what they do with their turn, do they have Natural Tron again through all the hate? They do not. That is a lot of... There's no way this Collected Company is going to resolve. But hey, that's alright. We got a handful of other stuff. Oh, it does resolve. Okay, so we're going to get Tifa, Chocobo. Another Collected Company. Man, Mossborn Hyrda. Alright, so we will play the Bristly Bill. Our opponent will count. If they, I mean, I can't believe they wouldn't counter the Collected Company, but unless it's only a creature spell they can counter. Subtlety. Put it on their choice at top or bottom. Sure, put it on top. I mean, this deck is surprisingly fun and resilient. Granted, I mean, we're looking at 16-2 and a 3-2. And we can go ahead and Collected Company. I'm not sure the point of Collected Company right now. I never really know. Is there a way to get more lands? Yeah, I just don't think there is. But we'll play this Traveling Kokobo. Almost lethal. Almost lethal. 16-2. Yep. Down to 7. Alright, I mean, that was fun. That was a fun turn. And opponent, see what they have. Urza Saga. Can they finish us off or board wipe us or something to slow us down? Because right now we're having a nice little sequence of turns. That's a lot of mana over there, though. Uggin's Binding. Return target non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. When you cast a colorless spell, you may exile this card from your graveyard. When you do, return each non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. Alright, so they're going to get this. Oh, they just going to bounce our bird. Tishana's a Tidebinder. When this creature enters counter up to one target activated ability. Alright. Gonna counter our Lotus Cobra. That's not even the worst thing you could counter at this point, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, they got a block. Alright, I mean, opponent, what you got? I assume you got something over there, but we got another collected company to do at your instep if you can't find something. Or if you can't, we'll see. I mean, our opponent's under a ton of pressure. When our deck has little interaction, it's been super fun and powerful to play. Assume this is an Ugin. Okay. Gonna do that one first. That's fine. Yeah, that's also fine. So they're going to gain 3 life. They're going to go to 8. Is there a way we can kill them from 8? Just don't know. Hopefully they don't have a force negation. That would make me sad. Alright, Mossborn Hydra. Oh, that's not bad either. Presley Bill. Alright, so what can we do here? I think this is lethal. Yeah, they scoop it up. I mean, it's my book ending. Let me tell you, man, this deck is super fun to play. We've yet to run into the modern decks with a lot of interaction. I have a feeling that those are going to pick us apart. But man, against the Eldrazi decks that don't have as much, we are just powering through it. All right, for CyclesGaming.com, this is Johnny Cycles. I'll catch y'all on the next one.